It's pretty common in Asia. And then they... Should I be asleep? I guess it's something I'll never understand. It seems that
It's true. Industrial manufacturing indices this...
I wonder how my family's foundation, the Farcon, is... I was reading the semi-annual report the... Hey! It fits... Hey! Pierre Perignon! Aviation is becoming more incredible every...
Really? Awesome.
Amazing.
Yes, Charlie?
I want an airplane.
Ah, much better. I should have turned it on myself. Thanks, Charlie.
He seems more... Hey, Uncle, a little while ago I met with Professor Archer. It was taken in the museum shop the day...
Oh, look at this. Just curious.
Here he come.
Why did you meet with Professor Archer? Don't.
Oh, certainly not. It's a misunderstanding. It was a happy coincidence.
Oh.
Wait, I'll pick it up. It's the case file. And there's other information, too.
Thanks, Charlie.
Here you go.
Thanks again.
You're welcome, Uncle. Okay, Uncle, I'll let you work.
Count on it, Charlie.
Have you read about the...
No.
There's this guy who started a mass protest against English...
Well, good luck to him.
He has a tricky name. Wait, Mo... Should I be asleep? Haha, what do we have here? The police think the thieves could try to sell the stolen goods, along with the venues selling contraband. Hey, Joseph's Club, the Proud Peacock, is included on the list. It's where I usually spend my evenings. Maybe I should have a little chat with Joe. I'll warn him about the police surveillance, of course. Then maybe I'll... After all, we've been friends for many years, and he always knows what's happening in this town. Criminals and the underworld don't... So the police are keeping an eye on the...
Given the situation, we...
Don't worry, Gregory, I'll be careful. But giving up Joseph's potential... Besides, my uncle knows perfectly well that I'm used to going there. That's the entrance to the club. These days, you can find great players. I've watched a few shows here at the Proud... Joseph is always picky about... That's one of the reasons this place... The fact that the quality of drinks is the highest... Actually, that's pretty surprising. These days, you can find... I'm not a Nothing against dancing guys. I remember I had a curious dancing... Besides myself, it involved a fork, 3... Thinking back on it now makes me... I had to offer everyone drinks for an entire month to be for... I'm not a dancing guy. Disturbing. Someone drove a knife into this post... I have no idea. Frankly, I don't. 512? Does this mean that we've been invaded by mysterious A normal person wouldn't do this because it's dangerous. I'm not. There's a subtle distinction. I have no idea. It's the symbol of Joseph. I think it's appropriate for a place called Proud Peacock. There's a similar one inside, only I wonder why a peacock. It allows patrons to locate the entrance with. This is a first-class club, but, well, it's the symbol of Joseph's. Every time I'm around here, I find something new. Bicycle wheel? Okay, maybe that's not the correct question coming from me. If someone put it there, there ought to be a I think these things were invented in Mesopotamia. But frankly, I find it really strange that they didn't have these in. Every time I'm around here, I find. Seems to be. These are pretty common. Where they're from, where they've been. This one surely also has, but I'm not ready to discover. Seems to be just. Of all things, an abandoned tricycle at the corner of the street. A crumbling. I heard that some thieves took a guy's gutter because. That's strange. I didn't know. Anyway, I think this gutter would be considered safe. Copper and Venus share the same symbol. A crumbling gutter. It's a motel sign. On the other. Why should I get a room? In that. My bathroom is probably. I could do some detailed. Actually, the place isn't that bad at all. It looks really common. It's a motel sign. From the smell, I always thought it was a laundromat. Now I'm wondering what kind of But how could this kind of smell come from there? It's so. I had to think that someone's No, I really can't stand this. I'm seriously. From the smell, Now I'm wondering what kind. One of an infinite number of manholes in the city. Now I wonder why they're I mean, there must be. Okay, now curiosity. One day this question will become urgent and the best minds in the. One of an infinite number.
Password.
Nah, I complete this password. Let's see. Pierre Perignon.
Okay, my friend.
You need correct attire for any occasion. Luckily, I always keep a change of clothes. This Sansevieria has the biggest. Originally, its name should have been Sanseverina, but due to I swear it's an It's a plant from the Agavaceae family. Native. It's a pity having it in an enclosed space. It actually isn't a single flower, but this Sansevieria has the biggest. They get cleaned several times each night. They're already playing. They're warming up before I would really like to stay here and listen, but so this must be how working people feel. Not being free to do what. I'm beginning to believe that this whole this is really good. Maybe I should stick around. No, Charlie, you have to concentrate. What a nuisance. But when this business is. They're already playing. A centifolia rose from the Rosacea family. The name rose comes from the Sanskrit term vrad, which means flexible, or from the. It's a bit overused as a flower. The Rosacea family includes more than 150. Not many people, for example, know that raspberries are part of this family. A centifolia rose.
Good evening, sir. I have to remind.
And it's all because of that. Let's see. A whiskey, thank you.
What can I bring?
Some brandy. Oops. Maybe I shouldn't have finished it all in one. I'm sorry. I did.
Don't worry, sir. Say goodbye to another glass. Maybe I can fix it. The damage. Let's see.
Glue. It seems the barman already used. I guess he wouldn't complain if I took what's left. That's strange, anyway. Probably a sort of kleptomaniac. Haha! It was me who persuaded. His office door was just too obvious. A simple and elegant solution. Good work, Charlie. Haha! What's this? Every good American? Okay, this. What's this? Okay, this. Empty. Joseph keeps all his. It actually seems pretty small to contain all. It could also be. But who's supposed to look in? Joseph keeps all his. Everyone can decorate their office. Come on, there are much stranger things in my room. You can put whatever you want inside. Empty. It must be. I'm not particularly fond of. Isn't it a little too loud? I mean, I have nothing to. And it really doesn't match my hat. And they say that, right? It should have something to do with the promises he make. It must be real. It matches the armchair. It's similar. I don't want it. It would be. When I say something, it matches the arm. It's a reclining model. It's quite far from the desk because I prefer to stay for. Furthermore, as comfortable as it. But it's definitely better than the stool. It's a reclining model. Of course, it's shiny and glistening. The only problem is that it's sort of halfway between a miniature post and a. I don't know. I tried a lot of. Of course, it's the sign from the club's grand opening. The first night I came here, I bought a dozen crates of whiskey to break the ice, offering them to the whole. It was the first of many treats. Now that I think about it, I've probably. Anyway, it wasn't long before Joseph and I became very good. And I want to be clear, no weird ideas about our friend. It's the sign from the club's It's the very same. It must be some notable print. Maybe that show has some particular meaning to Joseph. Sometimes asking yourself too many questions doesn't help. Plus, after all, 99% of all questions. Sad, decadent, banal, unfair. It's the very same Ah! That stuffed peacock just moved. I don't believe it. Is that peacock real? No, that's out of the question. I don't want to go near the zombie peacock that. But why? Doesn't it soil the. Why is it. Shoo, go away. Ah! That's. Wait a minute, wait! He told me about her. She was a She's supposed to be an emerging painter with a unique style. Lem. Okay, now I remember. It's really a peculiar style. I must get more information. I might buy. Wait a minute, wait! He told me about. Joseph's desk is always cluttered with documents. The feline statue is new. I've never seen it. Without a drink on it, it would. I always like spiral notebooks. I find them really I'd like to have a club like this someday. There are various things. Consistency, just to mention one. I get tired of everything quickly. I never used it. It's basically still. Or the will. I already know that I'd just end up paying someone to run the. Furthermore, this kind of place is illegal. Joseph's desk is. Good evening, Joseph. Any news?
Charlie, it's been a while. I thought you found another club to spend your.
You know I wouldn't. I'm sentimentally bound to this. By the way, how about by setting aside old misunderstandings?
Charlie, you know you're my favorite customer. But let's.
You're right. The fact is, grand openings, lectures, sometimes I've even had to participate in these.
It must have been a real grind.
I'm sorry, I've been busy. Did you know I have a stiff one, I mean?
I heard you started working as a private.
Rumors travel fast, as you.
That's very kind of you. But as you know, tell me, or is your visit related?
Well, to tell the truth, I was hoping that you could.
Charlie.
Come on, Joseph. I'm not asking for any kind of direct help.
And what are you looking for?
Well, I'm working on the theft that. And since no one knows the gutters of this city better than you, I was. I'm still an inexperienced detective, unfortunately, but I just need someone to point me in the right direction.
You're sticking your nose in a dangerous world, Charlie.
You worry about me too much. You know I'm well protected. Furthermore, what better protection than showing what I'm capable of?
I understand. No offense intended, Charlie. But what...
You'll find it interesting to know that the police have been keeping your place under surveillance. They think the thieves might try to sell this...
Well, well. So that's how things really are.
Believe me, this case is far from normal. I'm working on it for personal reasons.
Grit and determination. You surprise me. It seems you're taking this matter way more...
See? I told you I'm serious. Come on, we've been friends a long time. I wouldn't bother you if it wasn't important.
I see there's no dissuading you this time. Oh well, I don't know much about the theft at the museum. Only that they're led by a strange woman with a fondness for white dresses.
A woman? With a fondness for white dresses?
As far as I know, they still haven't tried to sell the stolen. Thefts like this are always commissioned by a buyer. Artwork and...
It was theft on commission.
That's everything I know. Good luck with...
Thank you, Joseph.
Please listen to a friend's advice. Find a different job. Please listen.
I didn't...
No. I was... It seems there's... Let's see. Here it is. It was... Well...
It's...